Welcome to Overtaken against AR12, which will likely decide who makes it to the deciders in the group they are in. Overtaken starting 6 stables, nice building layout, but all to the back is a little bit weird. And AR12 with the Teutons starting Rex. That could be dangerous at the start. Against like the Cavalier. Think I favor more Paladin heavy start here. But probably doesn't want to overspend against the cheap poles. And Overtaken did lose a villager. Will not get that one by a tiny threat. And 4 stables, 6 barracks. So pretty defensive start by AR12, but he's trying to rush as well. Which he should have an advantage in because it's Paladins versus Cavalier, and the base layout is weird with the military buildings to the back and not to the front. Means all the house villagers will be very exposed for Overtaken here. And yeah, I'm wild in though. No further will kills so far. Halberdiers for the defense here. Also, some nicely placed around the houses for AR12. They are getting past, but I don't think they live along to get a will kill. Nope, no will kill over there. Also, surprisingly, not many will kills over on the other side, though. Not a single kill that AR12 was able to get with the Paladins. Nice quick walls by Overtaken. These ones are still open to that side, I believe. These walls are walled in with a house, so he has enough space to fit the 3 villagers. Actually, getting his castle up, so that's the first thing for Poles to survive the start. Then they need to survive the mid game, and then they can win in the ultra late game, maybe. When there's no onagers for the Teuton anymore and it's just Obuch against DTK, then totally good. And there might also be a window after like 10 minutes where they are just the cheapest. Not now 2 will kills, 2 wills have fallen for Overtaken though. Who is house soon at 75 population. I don't see any villagers on houses, trying to get this castle up, and yeah, there the first units are prevented from coming out. Full-on Cavalier Elite Obuch for him. Trying to outmass the Teuton early with 9 stables overall, 1 at the front and like a really stable center here to the back. The walls are still up, but there's no villagers between it, so I don't deleted some, I guess. And now we see the ETKs here, and we see the Obuchs here. So we are gonna know what happens. Initially, they have 5 armor against 13 armor. So the Obuchs needs to reduce quite a lot of armor to get through to the flesh of the Teutonic Knight. Well, look at it in my favor, Teutonic Knights. Very slow here. ETK have too much attack. Oh yeah, 21 attack against 14. Yeah, they probably slaughter the Obuch before they can do anything to reduce that. What I would really like to see is Cav Archers from the Poles. Poles have somewhat okay Cav Archers. And Cav Archers are kind of the bane of Teutons. If you have something, e.g. Mars Cavalier, to snipe the onagers, and Cav Archers dealing with the Halberdiers and the Teutonic Knights could be nice. Overtaken's not made any ranges, so it's trying to go for his own onagers. Also away, but Pseudo onagers are just better, right? Cav Archers, you obviously need to babysit them against the SO a lot. Very slow game. Eco development in the back for AR12. Some raids there, trying to stop the relics. AR12 already getting a relic. Overtaken also thinking about it. And Overtaken moving these massive armies around. AR12 realizes. Quick wall. Nice. Could be killed though. With that many Cavalier around. Overtaken is not bothered by that. I don't think it should dive too deep. They were just throwing away 60 Cavalier. I mean, yeah, they're cheap pole Cavalier. They're not cheaper on food though. And Overtaken is out of food. It doesn't have the superior army and is out of food. Tough one. I mean, he still has Obuch and Cavalier and Q that he could DQ. He's at 200 pop. Both are at 200 pop. And I think I favor the Teuton army every day if both are at 200 pop. Feels like too passive with poles. But then poles don't really have the better start, so what can you do? I mean, Archers. I would like to see Archers. Then arguably maybe the army's better. Or can do something at least. Spam this elf to help AR12. Und dann sagen sie, auf 11 reimt sich nur 11, ne? Hat Farin Urlaub mal wieder Unrecht. Well done, Ragnarok. I could have made that Farin Urlaub reference in English, but nobody would have understood it anyways. Big battle coming up. Onagers vs Siege Archers. Overtaken. Microing better. Getting the nicer shots on the SO. Getting another SO down. He might even get a shot at the bombard cannons. So, superior micro by Overtaken. But the infantry is left in the end, and the infantry is just better for the Teutons. So AR12 wins the fight in the end, but really impressed by that Onager micro. Out-microing Siege Archers with Onagers. Really nicely played by Overtaken. And there's a lot of Obuch, so we're trying Obuch against AR12. Yes, also against AR12. But lands lead Teutonic Knights. It's also a German unit, and AR12 is from Germany, I guess. But they're not really... They're kind of more into the Teutonic Order. It's really where Germany is now. More into the direction of trying to invade the homeland of Overtaken. Weird medieval references. ETK seem to be doing well against Obuch. That's the answer we hinted to. That was the first time hearing me in German. I make the odd German comment sometimes. But you aren't listening. Yeah, ETK. I mean, how's the armor of them now? 10 plus 0, they lost a little bit. And this one actually died. Well, he's shooting his own ETK, so we can't look at the armor loss. Overall, AR12 is gaining ground, but it's not that decisive. Economy behind it, Overtaken, actually more villagers, 29 farms, and you know, it's super efficient farms with a lot of forwalks, really beautiful place. Wow, that's like the most beautiful farm placement I've seen in a while. It's really unfortunate that he left a 2-tile gap here behind his forwalks, so he couldn't fit any farms there. It's sad. More forwalks coming up, more castles, also kinda got castle placement. This is a little bit open in the economy, and 40 farms for they are kind of all around forwards. Should be an amazing food economy. Teuton also a great food economy, cheaper farms on wood. So they're kind of never run out of wood, which is helpful because you can add wood economy later, and it's also helpful in the super lane games. But the main army is the problem. So one of the Teutons is just better, and AR12 is creeping forward. Has a castle to the face of the Estonian. Hi, kelar. Five bombard cannons. To stop any bombard cannons from the Poles. He has 2. Let's see the dodgeball. The paladins don't want us to watch the dodgeball. The paladins just sniping the bombard cannons, so there is no dodgeball. Hand cannons being added as well. That should do with the Obuch so easily. And AR12 likes his hand cannons. And now it's just Obuch for Overtaken. Actually, looks like AR12 determined that ETK isn't the right unit against Obuch. Because he isn't making any ETK and he's making hand cannons instead. That's interesting. Wasn't too happy with how the ETK did. Has a really nice equal distribution there. 25, probably even too much wood for Teutons. But I guess he's going siege heavy. And no wood for overtaking, but then Poles don't really need wood. Could sell and make a little bit of eco. Don't know what the prices are. Is there a market somewhere? Don't see a market, so let's just look at the... Oh, nobody used it. Now overtaken. Thinking about raiding. He did snipe a TC there. You'd really like CA for Poles in this matchup? That's what I said at the start too. I guess I kind of given up on my dream. Because overtaking was showing no signs of making CA. Are Teutons not just overwhelmingly stronger in this matchup? Poles are cheaper, but yeah, Teutons are better. Champions? Where are champions? Oh, there are champions. I guess he had Trebs queued somewhere and didn't want to change the gather point. Kind of the only reason I see for champions over ETKs. Obuch and Seer is a really nice combination. Yeah, like I don't against that would beat ETK easily as well. Like the CA alone beat the ETK, right? CA, BBC, Cavalier. Okay, people think completely different. Trappy and Keller having different opinions. When has that ever happened? Trappy and Keller have very different philosophies about this game. I like every time I read both in chat, they disagree. Oh no, they're both arguing for CA. But CA, Obuch, I really like CA Obuch as well. I'm not sure against Teutons though, because kinda both dies to Siege Hunters. So CA PVC Cavalier against Teutons. Yeah, I think against Teutons actually Trappy's combo might be better. Well, we should probably focus on overtakens. He has the most beautiful farming in the world. But he doesn't have an army composition. I mean, he's adding bombard cannons now, and I mean, these guys have area damage. Maybe that's good against the hand cannons. Also, the bombard cannons are good, but there's no meat shields for the bombard cannons anymore. Overtaken with your army. He's 60 farms, but out of food. Probably too early switch to Wing to Sun. Hand cannon raid, lol. All the map control for AR12, taking stone over here, has secured his forward gold there, but there's a neutral gold for overtaken, so he kind of has what he needs in this one strip. It's very attackable though, right? You can attack it in every part of said strip. Yeah, I think Trevi's just finding the win conditions for Poles, right? You would never go Hussar with Poles because the Cavaliers are cheap. Well, they also, Poles get siege engineers, no? Yeah, they get siege engineers. So yeah, a bit more armor for the bombard cannons for the Teutons. Don't know if that helps too much against how many shots you need with an opponent's bombard cannon. 2 trebuchets. I don't like the splitting up of the trebuchets from AR12. Feels a little bit overconfident to me. Because that way it's probably gonna kill no castle. I think if you concentrate them on one castle, you would have killed one. And then you kill a castle, you go back. Ooh, nice raids. AR12 has 5k food though, so won't have an immediate effect. But a little bit of overroom for an AR12, 140 villagers. With that resource bank doesn't feel too great, so the raids might actually help him. Also waiting here, but raid and late game is something that RMers think a lot, and Hussar is also something they think a lot. So I can see the 2k3, 2k2. He's 2k2 right now, and 2k4 was it's going 2k3 RMer is thinking. How is Teuton gonna kill a CA late game, do anything with Scout, Cav with Wing to side? Doesn't look like Overtaken knows that Poles have OKC. Poor kids against the Teuton Castle. Oh yeah, no, that doesn't work. Well, you never get credulations in RM, Keller. Trying to do a lot with raiding. AR12 has what we can call a raid-proof economy, though. That's the nice term for Overbook. Something their castle. Making this gold raidable. Still has its own gold. I really love the farm count for Overtaken. Like 70 farms with poles. And you just never stop spamming Hussar. It seems to be his game plan. Like an AR12 doesn't react properly. Like, can work. Skirm hype, Kappa. What? What do you say, Skirm hype? How's Teuton gonna kill a CA late game, or do I think it's got Kevin Swingtest? Yeah, that's a problem. Like AR12 maybe kinda needs to finish the game. He has 4 relics though, so that doesn't give him too much in the late game though, against CA. But there won't be CA. Okay, so it will give him a lot. I don't think Overtaken will make a single CA in this game. Somebody wanna bet on that? Teuton Skirm is OP. Teuton Skirms are pretty bad. Raids getting cleared, but like all the pushing of AR12 is completely gone. And now there's actually a counter push, 3 trebuchets. So beautiful number of Trebs, Obuch around it, and not too much army from AR12 around. Where's all his army? Probably at the north. Okay, AR12 is pushing with 3 Trebs at the north where the gold is. Which is the better angle. That's also towards the neutral gold here. But there's 2 castles in the way. 1 trebuchet falls here. All 3 standing up here, Overtaken trying to repair. But also AR12 looking to repair. Both their armies staying at their own attacks. So both will use a lot of stone and eventually the castles will fall. Obuch are clearing all the villagers over here. Paladins are clearing all the villagers over there. God, these attacks are so mirror. And they're sharing wood over here because they can't afford army there right now. And nice raiding base. Raiding stables from Overtaken, who will take off this castle. Has lost access over the north, gold and farm. So the attack of AR12 looks more dangerous, I would say, with the territory he's in. Because there are still a ring of castles behind the one that fell from where Overtaken is attacking. Pala, you can avoid the Obuch. ETK can win early. It's a little mid. Seem to be alright though. Like there seem to be a lot of different opinions for ETK versus Obuch. 4 relics looks promising. Yeah, well, we have a push from both, and there's the discussion went so far. Relics not too useful actually if the poles make CA. I don't think the poles will make CA. So ETK later on might be useful. All the castles got cleared over here. So how much gold is left there? Well, it's only 400. That won't be enough to win the game for AR12. And he's wasting his traps. AR! No! That's big. He's out of gold. And without gold, the poles are better. Maybe. Well, I think they are better. They get Hussar. They are better, full stop. Even if they don't make CA. I think Overtaken might actually be in a better spot. And he also lost his traps. And also lost his push. Did these guys bug into the castle, or is it just a weird graphic bug? No, they can still move. Good. But once I can cheap, you can't track too much as you go for a slow army. Poles are fast rather would then be the point, no? Poles are cheap, you can have multiple armies, but Overtaken has 115 wills, so both are at the same will count, so it should be easier to uphold multiple fronts with for AR12 who has the more pop efficient army. AR12 still taking gold, and that's 600 gold there and the 400 gold over here. Still gold access there. 800 gold left that Overtaken can overtake, I guess. Stone for the Teuton still though. And arguments against ETKs, yeah. Stables being taken down. Siege Ram, also really useful late game unit that Teutons do not get access to. We even see a capped ram on the map. I was to clear the raiding stables, which was done successfully, and now Overtaken is pushing in the north. God damn it! Is AR12 gonna lose game 1 with Teutons against Poles? Maybe AR12's style isn't great against RMers, because the starts aren't too dangerous and then he wins late. And late is also where Overtaken shines. And then Overtaken is faster. Better than RM. So usually faster. 2 ETK working on the Rams for patterns joining, but it could fall. Tunes aren't that great with supports. Yeah, later on, like without Hussar, they struggle. I think he's staying up. Yeah, pair villagers in time. But yeah, like in this phase of the game, I favor Poles. Better farm eco, better mobility. And if the Teutons can't make siege, no stronger pushes for Teutons anymore. Wood control is good for AR12 though. Here's all this, and 7k wood. And 0 wood for Overtaken. So Overtaken needs to stop the raiding and secure the map soon. Otherwise he might run out of wood. And Teuton farms basically are free, so you never use that wood. While the pole farms, I guess, eat more wood. I'll give you more food, but they cost more wood. Still fine for AI? Yeah, the wood bank is really nice for him. If he can deny the wood from Overtaken, I guess he can't deny that, but if he can somewhat deny these patches or get these patches, that could be nice. And he's at 170 pop, so he has more population too. Overtaken focus on raiding a lot. 4 relics also nice, cheaper farms. Yeah, I just mentioned the cheaper farms killer. Cut wood with SO. I think AR12 is too confident to resort to that. Good frost, no shade. Oh, I need more air. I think we're gonna be here a while on Runestone, guys. You also need more air. Well, you could join me in the casting booth. There you're gonna got more AR. As if all these games get too long, it's gonna be kinda hard for my voice. Yeah, more raids. Yeah, you don't want to join in this long game. It's not the Poles making the Cav Archers, it's the Teuton Cav Archers! Teuton CA! But why? They lose badly to the Winged Hussar, probably. Like, and like Obuch also have got Pierce Armor, so this is not heavy Cav Archers, guys. This is just Cav Archers without Parthian. Teuton CA scouts. Oh, I think that's GG. Yeah, he wanted to make hand cannons, I think. But AR's out of gold. He's losing his wood control. Yeah, really nice move to make outposts, so he can see that Overtaken's cutting there. The thing is, can he do anything against it? He only has scouts against Hussar. And 101 farms for Overtaken. 101 pole farms. The endless winged hussar closes out game 1 for Overtaken. I am saying that. I don't see what AR12 without a raiding unit can do against 103 pole farms. You need to leave for? I think then you're joining me for game 3, Kelar. But I'm also happy about that. I don't think this game will go much longer, because I don't see... Yeah, it's the wood bug. And AR plays games out normally. I played a lot of in training for the World Cup as well, a lot of 2-hour games with AR. Just had one yesterday on Lowland, where it became an endless... Camel Archer versus Mega Cav Archer and Mega Hussar Microfest. So yeah, maybe it's gonna take 15 more minutes, but I still think that the game's kinda over just by poles being poles. Okay, we're trying halberdiers now. That will reduce the wood bank greatly though. And there's still Obuch, and even with only one relic, 92 farms you can sell a lot, right? But for now, I'll probably keep this castle alive. Full ETK probably only chance now. Yeah, but what do you kill with that? I mean, yeah, this eco part is exposed. Guess this is exposed too, but a lot of the eco is around castles. I feel like enough to defend that. He's trying full halberdier, which just means we need a little bit more Obuch from Overtaken, but Overtaken is fully committed on Hussars, so it doesn't want to do Obuch. And the Teuton castles are protecting a lot. Like this wall is again like in the Polar series. I'm just watching Keller's castle tab. Just saying, okay, here's my vulnerable eco. And the mobility will give Overtaken enough wood, I feel. Killing the outposts now, that's nice. Killing the stables. And there's like 4 wood lines left down here, 4.5. At the top there's also 4 wood lines, if you include that, but that's kind of under castles, so there's 3 wood lines that aren't under castles. Well, I guess 4 with that. So both will get 4 wood lines, and the wood bank by using halberdiers is going down for air. Who is getting to this wood? But AR is taking over the Northwood. The Northwood Forest. Another wall coming up too late. But yeah, that's... I can see that wall, right? Funnels into that castle. It's a raiding route that Overtaken used 1,000 times. That would also be longer to funnel into those 2 castles, I feel. Floofen! Thank you for the 100 biddies. And nice to see you. We are in what's promising to be a really good Deathmatch World Cup set, which might decide the outcome of that group. And game 1 is already an hour long. And very close. But long term I favor Overtaken because down to 90 farms now. He lost to North Farmland, but still more farms and a lot of Hussar. As there wood in the base of AR, actually. AR preserved 3 wood lines, so he can keep this going for a long time. I feel like Overtaken needs some Obuch again. Well, Frost calls me like that. So for Frost, I am. For my favorite to win Deathmatch World Cup, I similarly am Dr. Otter, so that has to suffice for now. The rest of the world and the German academia will wait a little bit longer. And that wood is cut by AR12, so that's nice for him. He's also contesting the south now. He might be able to take over all the wood with the halberdiers. This is only working because Overtaken is not selling food for gold to make Obuch. Obuch would shred everything now. I think Overtaken might throw the game by not making Obuch. And he's slowly losing farms as well. We're adding more villagers. Okay, now he's taking over this wood. Mobility is still on his side with the Hussar. And that's a lot of villagers going down. Overall, it's sniped 220 villagers in this game. And like in mass, in like these groups, when you have more Hussar than halberdiers, they're actually doing great because of the trample damage. So killing some farms by AR now, devastating raids, but also scout raids. Actually killing a lot over here. Raiding stables are back up. Really insisting on having raiding stables there. And these might find more kills. ARs will count sinking 70 villagers. That's danger territory. Is AR reproducing them? Doesn't have much food to reproduce them. AR's pops dropping to 160. Still the 4 relics. AR trying to raid himself, but it's only scouts, so they don't do much. Not as much as Winged Hussar. And more Winged Hussar. And here the Halberdier is going the wrong way. Villager count down to 60. And below 70 is really bad. Normally means something close to a GG. Clearing the raiding stables again. He still has that 5k wood, so I think as long as he has wood, AR won't give up, but the 63 will count is bad. Only 3 in the queue. Can't really produce army right now. Means he will lose a lot of the map to the Teutonic Knights, so he's trying TKs now, which will not lose many HP against these guys, but they're also not fighting. I think they could kill a lot actually. Trying to bring them back to the castle. Villagers being ejected there. We're losing more villagers. 50 villagers. Still concentrating on the south, but the will count. Yeah. 22 farms, only 11 on wood. Now they're going back. AR's trying to add a castle here. Would give him wood control, but quick wall attempts. Ah, manages to wall the villain. So the castle will go up, but he's under 50 wills now. 28 on food, Overtaken, selling food, maybe finally for Obuch. It's for trebuchets, okay. He sees I've raided him a lot, senses that the village count is low, wants to go for a push with trebuchets now. I would really love Obuch to accompany that push. But he's not going for Obuch. Hand cannons over here still. Wonder why Overtaken didn't make CA? Well, we will never know. He doesn't know that Poles have good CA, pretty sure. But it's working with the Hussars, right? 126 pop only for AR12. Can't make army because he has to make villagers right now. He is going for a bombard cannon. As I see that Overtaken is making traps, that would be really nice. Is he making them here? Overtaken is going for this castle. Where are the bombard cannons? They're about to come out, so we'll be able to click them. What? No. Ah, in the main base. But they're going south. He needs them here against the trebuchets. Does he know about the traps? Maybe he saw them somewhere here. More farms being added. So he will go over 101 again. And yeah, AR12 couldn't do much there for a while. Had to up his will count. Now is back at 86 villagers. And yeah, the 58 builds were ouch. And now the Trebs are coming. Trying to wall that. This game will shake him. Curious to see the impact on the other scans. I think AR is mentally quite strong though. Yeah, I'm not. It would have more impact on me. But they have played a ton of tournaments already. He really wants to go far in Deathmatch World Cup though. He's been training so much, and losing to Overtaken would be very disappointing for him probably. So maybe I retreat on that statement. But it's only game 1. And the bombard cannons fall. Only getting 1 trap. Only 100 stone there. AR12 just bought that. Not all wills are repairing. Hi, Paulette. Yeah, what? Overtaken is beating AR12 with poles right now. Against students. Which isn't that much bad of a matchup if you think about it. Make ETK. Would help right now, I guess. Yeah, there's no Obu. Oh, that's Obu! Overtaken hurt my calls. Not the ones for CA, but the ones for Obu. Three traps killed 3 cannons, yeah. That is what you commented on. Was it I was asking myself what it was, because I was looking at the shots of the cannons. That is super unfortunate for AR then. He's buying more wood. He has the relics to do that, and he's gonna get the traps. Whew. AR12 defending the castle on the threat. Really nice defense. Like, defenses like that, castle defenses can swing games. Because for Overtaken with a 1 relic, the traps are quite expensive. For Overtaken with 113 farms though, the traps are quite cheap. But AR's back to will pop. It was looking really dire when he was at 60 wills. And now pushing back this territory that doesn't have many castles. Has mixed in some ETKs now, which gives him additional firepower against Obuchs. Saved by your wood. I don't know if he wants to be that. Meaning buy wood. But there's another trap push over here, and that's an important castle for the farming eco. Also for the entrance to that farming eco. And really, I really love that move by Overtaken, because he knows the opponent has a slower army. He knows the army is at the south right now. So it will take AR12 really long to get there. And he will have to buy a lot of stone to keep that up. Yeah, when are those 15 minutes over for Keller to come back? I really need to go cast for this game. Casted a set before, and that game's killing my voice. Casa falls over here. Smart move, like in changing the sides from Overtaken. And also now going back. Yeah, I like the patience. I mean, I don't like the patience as a caster. I want the game to end somewhat, but I like it from his perspective. For some ETK 1. Well, 1 ETK can kill a lot of other units. The last Northwood now getting taken by Overtaken. But yeah, AR12 with that really smart castle and keeping it up, getting the downward wood, even that forward one, taking it without a lumber camp. So already thinking about not using much of it. So 5k for him now. The problem is he can't make a no wood unit. And he might have all the wood control, like the 3 stuff remaining in his base, which is really, really nice planning. And something that AR does really well in long games. But he also needs the wood. Like, he can't do anything without it. Only scouts. And scouts die to Hussar, obviously. Especially to Polus. I really want to see more Obuch. I guess there's the hand cannons. And the Hussar really aren't too bad. So he's just doing only Hussar. I mean, if he had Seer, the game would be over long ago, I think. But that's not enough evidence. You might get all the hand cannons and the traps. Also, the trap shots for the Overtaken, man. Out of nothing, those 3 traps appear and kill Trap on the retreat. This is urban planning at a whole new level. Thinking about the green areas in AR space, I think. But that was a really good fight for Overtaken. That one isn't too great, but it's still wood units against no wood units. But Overtaken's wood is really running out. And my water is empty. I didn't think this would be a 2-hour game. Stop making stupid hand cannons and make it 2K. I don't understand the hand cannons against Hussar. I think he wants to disincentivize Overtaken from going Obuch. Trappy, you're talking about Overtaken? Anything but the Hussar? Seer would be nice. Back in time, let's go. Well, they first need to finish the game, which will take a while. Because it did not finish when I said it was. Air was down to 60 villagers and it did not even finish then. Because Air has the wood. And good scout rate. I mean, that castle fell. Why isn't he raiding here anymore? Now it's even easier to raid here. Like, I don't understand why Overtaken stopped raiding and it started fighting. AR12 wins this as another push by Overtaken. I feel like he doesn't really know how effective his raiding was. Like with the 40 villager thing, that was really good. And now it's, well, he knew it and started pushing. But now he's fighting them against Trebs a lot. He has Obuch now. That's great. And he has the best unit in the game. Look at the buff guy with his explosives. Those 4 traps die, it's over? Yeah, Overtaken's out of wood. Can still make millions of Hussar though, 60 farms. But they're running out, I guess, right? There's wood still here. AR12 has still wood at home. Finally raiding here again. He had that chance with the 60 villagers. AR12 wins on wood, looks like it. And the hand cannons, maybe genius move, right? They are killing the Obuch. If they are, there goes the petard. And Trebs remain alive though. No wood at all for Overtaken. 6k wood for the Teuton. 1 trap dies. To the hand cannons, actually. One trap stays alive, so that means we're in a half situation again. Kelar wood. I think we're on 0 wood for Overtaken, so I think AR's winning now. Only 60 farms? Yeah, but he had like, he was down to 20 and he survived it. Why are you saying, nah, it's over? I just said it's over and you said no. 100 wood. It's just, AR's just waiting for Overtaken's fast to run out. And then he has 4 relics and Overtaken has 1. And I think 7k wood should carry him long enough for that. What a game though. So frustrating. Trap is still missing the CA. Well, maybe he enjoys long games. I don't know. I enjoy them sometimes. Still has that one trap alive, but the hand cannons are close. Ooh, there's 2 more traps. So he's doing a last all-out effort, and he has woodcutters somewhere. Where does he have? Oh, he still has a little bit of wood left. Down to 6k. Progress. But I kind of hope a GG's incoming my water then. He says the 2 traps though. I'm actually gonna take a very tiny break and then show you the rest of the game. Especially not if it's like 40 degrees outside. There's still traps alive. Let's try to speed it up a little bit and go back to life. 11 on wood. He's still taking a little bit of wood over here. Unpacking the traps. They're kind of dancing around each other, and I think we're back to life already. Dancing around trebuchets. Farms will start to fade off, but he's gaining more wood. But it's still 5k wood there. Ooh, something hit the trap. I don't know, it looked like something hit the trap, but I don't know what. Okay, this will be... He manages to get them somewhere where they could kill 2 castles. The hand cannons, can they get close? Is there enough halberdiers? Why are they firing at TCs? What? What? Why are they not firing at the castle? Otter, your voice, don't scream. Why are they not? Why? Like, you want to kill a castle, sir? No, I lost the trap to the trap while unpacking it. Little bit of revenge by AR's traps, and AR is gold and wood for traps, but 2k gold and only about 108 halberdiers in queue. So AR's panicking about this push. One trap is getting out. Is it getting out? Don't tell me the scouts will kill it. 7 HP. One more hit, the trap dies. And AR12 wins game 1. Does he? I think he does. But I mean, they're in queue and they won't come out. He can DQ them and then he has his foot again. Yeah. Oh, there's a new trap actually. Scouts are killing more farmers. There are only 50 farms. Yeah. It's looking tougher and tougher for Overtaken. And Overtaken calls the GG. He was so close to winning Poles versus Teutons. AR12 takes the game though. And Kelar, are you ready? Let me show the statistics of this very, very close game 1. Better KD for the Teutons, not too surprising. And not by that much. And the economy will be ridiculous. Way more resources collected by Overtaken. 170k to 100k food. That's a lot of food. And AR12, 60k to 34k wood though. So AR12 won with wood control. And let me call the kelar. I haven't chatted with the kelar. What is wrong with you? Yes, I can call you, send you drafts too.
Hello.
Hello. Your commentary to the game one. I mean, you said a lot already.
What I said
unexpected.
in the chat, I really hope that we won't have those games in the main event. I think we will have, and it's not great. Not a great look, I think.
I don't know. I like close games.
Wasn't that close of a game, like the last half hour was it decided? Yeah. I don't know.
I wouldn't say the half hour.
Did they already start the game or?
I sent you the code. I didn't check. Yeah.
Ah, no, group. No, I see the lobby.
Oh. I mean, I would take a break if I would be them.
Maybe.
But do you think, like, if there were Cav Archers, then Overtaken would have won it?
Yeah, if they are, I think Cav Archers is the unit to counter Teutons in general. Then if you have such a strong unit as Obuch as well, and the siege engineer Bombard can. I don't really like Teutons in a matchup at all. I mean, if you're like Frost 9 or someone, I think you can win it, and you're probably favored to win it. But how many really great siege players do we really have? Not that many.
Yeah, Milda in the chat. And I think AR12 is also quite good with siege. But now we go to Serengeti or Marketplace. Slara says 3. Oh, he wants food. I don't know.
I wouldn't want to play Teutons against Ganji, like with them having Teutons and I'm Poles. Wouldn't want to play against Ganji, Favorite, and Frost, I think.
Let's talk about the next game, shall we? Because they started. We're going to Serengeti Celts against Hindustanis. Your opinion?
I don't really like Celts on this map because it's a really big map. You need the map control. You don't really have a lot of wood for all of your siege. And I really like Hindustanis on the map, but the matchup in general should be good for Celts. Just because Hindustanis don't really have a good answer to Woad Raiders. Woad Raiders SO.
Or hand cannons, right? Hindustani have amazing hand cannons.
Hand cannons against SO is like Arbalist against SO. So you never want that, I think.
The range helps them, at least against normal onagers. They will seem kinda great sometimes. But let's get into it. Ooh, super close map. That's great for the Celts. AR12 as the blue Celts in the south, Overtaken as the Hindustanis up north. And it's got quite some wood.
For me, so. You think the close map is good for the Celts?
Well, if they can get a siege fall up, they won't have to walk too far from their production.
Yeah, but what are they doing against early Cav Archer raids? I don't think there's much.
Okay, there's no Cav Archers. I was like, that's range! It's back again.
So close to greatness, so close.
Yeah, early Cav Archer raids in these non-mirrors seem to be way better. Like in the random Civ matchups, especially, but also in the picked ones, Cav Archers become so much better. Or it's just a trend that people find out how good Cav Archers are early. What do you think? Do you think it's the matchups or like the...
If you yourself have Cav Archers from the enemy aren't that big of a problem because you can do defensive Cav Archers and they kill them fairly fast. But if you don't really have a ranged unit, and Cav Archers can just kite around your base and kill a lot of villages, so they become better in non-mirror matchups, I think, in comparison.
The Cloudbird should be on Regni. You all hear that that's not KD, right?
I'm KD.
Your
Coming
smooth
back,
British
yeah.
voice is clearly here.
yeah, a big
But
British
let's go back to the game. We have like it's camel hand cannoneers, which is in general in a lot of cases the comp that Hindustanis want to go for. And range wise, that's 9 range for the SO, and I think 9 range for them too.
Same range, yeah.
So I thought it was one more, like
Yeah,
against
only-
non-siege engineers, so they're kind of better.
Exactly, like the hand cannons are... You want to play the hand cannons against all non-siege engineer civs, but I don't know about against Kurds. And then now, like, the time window is pretty much over for Hindustanis, I feel like. Like, this should be a really, really good matchup for Kels now. If he gets one siege bullet.
Why is Overtaken making houses on those hills that he's controlling right now and not castles? At least they're on the hill. One of them.
It's an Arab thing, right? You send a villager forward, building a house, so it walks straight and attacks wolves on the way.
Ah, that's why you built the house when you send it forward. Against wolves? I never really understood it, why you do it with the house. But first big engagement here. Let's see, camels can snipe the SO. We have cav archers now. And hand cannons. So the fighting line of the Celts should be diminished quite fast. I feel like... Okay, there's some Hussar in the queue, more camels. Maybe quick farms and Hussar, not sure. But Hussar at the start are always iffy. Oh, there's some big shots on the hand cannoneers. I feel like I will take the hit.
And look at the resource bank as well, like Overtaken already has no res at all, like no gold at all, while
also
AR
the villain on the
still has
castle died.
4K.
And they are just developing to the back, trying to secure place for economy. Overtaken has more vills right now, and gets looking to map control at the north, but not with castles. Not that the Celts will get there that soon. I think AR is playing this rather death volley than World Raider raiding right now.
Yeah, I don't think World Raider raids should be a thing right now, but yeah.
Yeah, the death ball is probably gonna win in the game.
I don't really like the rams that much, because like you need a lot of rams to really kill a base. Military buildings in it. So maybe some traps would have been nice, but I don't think there's anything AR12 can do to lose this match now.
Once he takes over that hill, there's another gold. I mean, there's enough gold on the map, but eventually Overtaken will run out of base.
Also, like the expansion from Overtaken isn't the greatest. Like, AR12 should never be able to get on the right side hill there to like get the right side under his control. Because they're so slow in the start, they should never have any map control against Hindustanis. Yeah, but now Hussar kinda clearing the ninja mice, because there aren't that many infantry units right now for AR.
Dumbo died.
But
yeah, you do the serious
just
commentary. I talk about Dumbo.
All of his res. And that's weird, right? Normally I'm doing the weird commentary, and you try to do some hype casting. What happened?
Well, that's a different thing than you trying to analyze the game. I think you do that a lot, and me talking about Dumbo isn't exactly hype casting.
Ah, okay, maybe.
Ah, the Cavalry Archers. There's the hype casting.
A big shot. Amazing.
That will kill all the Trebs though. I mean, that's quite a good hold by Overtaken. Better than I thought. But now more SO are coming, and he can't clear that. But he's doing Cavalry Archers now. I kind of want to plant them into the last game if I'm an Overtaken fan, but because I think this one is hard anyways. The last game we would have won with them. We also see some Ghulams. Guess a good unit to snipe the siege, but they lose against all the infantry, so I'm not too sure.
I don't know, I also don't really love them against SO. They're okay, but if you ground attack, they're also dead.
Yeah, he's probably making them instead of Hussar because his farming eco isn't there to support Hussar yet. He is adding a lot at the back. But right now he has more gold, and it's kinda easy to have a lot of gold on Serengeti, because there's so many gold spots.
Yeah, and he does like. I would have liked some onagers from him, some BBC from him, just to kind of contest the siege mass from the cat player.
Yeah, 12 is a lot of hybrid is not too many votes. I would like to see more votes as a meat shield. Like, there's not much cavalry right now.
I would like you don't like what are votes bad against that Teutonis can build nothing. Like maybe hand can, but then you still have a Zone. Like I wouldn't go a lot of Halberdiers here. Just full War Trader.
But voters isn't a combination that players love apparently. Also Polar refusing to make that against Miguel.
Oh, that was so
That was a really frustrating game. I just watched your cast of the Polar Miguel first 4 games this morning, so it's very active memory for me. Sorry Polar if you're watching.
Pora really didn't want to win that set, it seemed like.
Yeah, he looked so good after game 3. AR12 also more expansion on the right, some lonely workshops. Overtaken, trying to get a castle there, fighting it back a little bit. But now his army isn't at his base.
Hussar raids with Celts.
It's just 2 RMers playing, man. I mean, I don't know if AR12 is that much of an armor. Right now he's like 90% a TMR, but still some RM remembrances in his play, right?
Apparently, yeah.
But I don't see Overtaken stopping the push on the base. There's not too much protecting those traps. World Trader is going to the right side. Do you feel AR12 even needs to contest the right side? Shouldn't he just do the one push and just clean up the base?
Yeah, but it's kind of a wait for Overtaken to stay alive if he takes the right side and can just migrate his eco, but because the Celt push won't be that fast, so I like that he tries to contest both. And like there's still not really anything that World Raiders are bad against, like Cav Archers, yeah, but you need to micro them constantly for them to not die against World Raiders.
I was quickly tasked to cast more Dumbos over there, but I will not do it. There's too many Dumbos now, so they get boring. You know, 1 Dumbo makes the day, 3 Dumbos. Another Dumbo, right?
Those are words to live by, or something like that.
Oh, you got that only on this stream.
Yeah, but rest from AR12 kinda not like army count not that great for AR12, eco not that great for AR12. He loses his big death ball in the front. Seems like Overtaken will stay in this game for a bit longer, but only 1 castle up right now.
I actually defended that. Is there a chance if Celts run out of wood? Then I thought like, but there's still World Raiders. But then if you have CA alive?
Yeah, if you have CA alive and CA Hussar can be really good, yeah. In general, CA is just such a strong unit against all those decisives.
But there's no protection in the economy, so World Raider raids are already happening and could be more effective in the future. Where's the stone count? Overtaken can place 1 more castle. Still hasn't managed to get that one up. And those villagers will also die trying, because there's 4 votes. That should be enough to kill them quickly.
I just don't get the Hussar from AR12. He has so little food right now and 8k gold. Like, why aren't you making World Traders?
Yeah, Alexis Banks. 10k gold challenge. Yeah, 10k wood challenge last game. Now it's 10k gold challenge.
Maybe.
Castle finally goes up. And another one on that hill. So Overtaken really wants to take the right side. His base being unsupported rammed again. Some votes around it.
Those are the Joro side pushes, they are OP. They win every game.
Oh, we can task Joro against Cito later if you want. I haven't seen the games yet.
I don't know if I want to watch that. I would be really mean to some people.
Obviously to Sito.
Sito also didn't play it great, to be fair.
I didn't see it. Like, also don't tell me. Oh my God. There's no CA being produced by Overtaken anymore. Does he have gold access? He says that gold, but he's kind of running out. And if AR12 gets that cast in the middle up, he gets all those middle golds there. So the only chance is at the right side. That's also almost empty. There's like one 700 and one 500 tile that he can still take. And we have Trebs pushing down that hill there.
Yeah, AR12 plays is really slow again, like the shooting game. That nearly cost him the game. Like, he doesn't seem to like really big army pushes. Really aggressive playstyle, more like slowly taking the map, taking the relics, like 5 relics again, and then just chilling a bit. Seems to work better this game than it did last game.
No, I think, like, yeah, but it's giving Overtaken a chance. If
It's
Overtaken
giving
gets
Overtaken a
gold
chance,
and
yeah.
masters 60 CA and survives.
Exactly, that's his chance.
I think that's his win condition.
But now, AR12 starts pushing again. Like the double market play from Overtaken as well. He didn't sell anything. That happens. Just you build a market, you forget to sell, then you build a new market and you forget to sell again.
I have a market hotkey.
I also
So
have
he's
a
losing
market
his farm.
hotkey, but
Go to market hotkey, I meant.
yeah, that's also what I meant. But
you
now
could click that before you make the new one, no?
Yeah, but if you're like microing stuff as well, then I don't know if you want that. But GG.
The market's died, so clearly it's GG.
Yeah.
No, the farm eco is dying. That's the reason for the GG, and
Everything
it's also
was
being
dying,
pushed back at the right.
Yeah,
And yeah,
27
that means
army
the
left.
golden stone there was about to die with the 9 World Raiders going there.
But no 10k gold. No invitation to Quendi then.
Maybe that's what AR was going for. Now 1008 only. Would have had to push a little bit slower even. Yeah. The start, no CA. The end, not enough CA. And a tough set matchup for Overtaken. But looking at the draft, it's kind of full of tough set matchups for him. You have the draft open too, right?
Yep. There's a lot of the mobile stuff against a lot of siege stuffs.
Yeah, it's a Malta dream draft for AR12.
Yeah. Yeah, but to leave like Saracens and like the best civ in AR12's draft is still there. Like Saracens, like Overtaken has nothing to counter.
Yeah. I said that when I analyzed the draft. I went over all the civs and see if anything counters Saracens. Didn't find anything.
But with Gujaras it was the same, so
yeah.
Way better draft from AR12, I think.
Yup. 5 relics captured by AR12 as well. Nice work.
Insane player. Oh no, we see marketplace. Oh.
Good that you're here.
Why did I say yes? Oh, with AR12 marketplace.
Because you're my friend and you wanted to save me.
Probably the worst thing I could ever cast would be AR12 versus Frost 9 on marketplace.
But I feel like Overtaken is gonna go Spanish. And
Spanish Saracens.
Is AR12 trying to finish the set here with Saracens?
I think that's also like the best. Yeah, that's the best map for Saracens. think. Like the start with the market is pretty easy. You don't need to build a house. You just one will on market, one will on stable, and another one on the stable. Don't really
true.
get punished. You can instantly build trade cards.
Do you find the game?
They were in the lobby still.
Ah, I didn't see the lobby for some
No, they
reason.
have started. I see it.
Saracens versus Goths?
Not the worst matchup ever for Goths.
Do Saracens get supplies?
That's what I'm looking up right now. Saracens gets to play fully upgraded champions.
Anyone know who's William Mackenzie? Yes, it's Williams. I played with him earlier as well. And he doesn't like Golden Swamp, apparently.
What, Williams?
Williams, yeah. The
No,
Black Forest Williams, I guess?
it's not the Black Forest
there.
Williams.
He
No.
said he was that, though.
No, he isn't. Like, he
isn't?
for sure
know.
not.
I just believe people. I was surprised how good his rating was, yeah.
It sounds like a Daywalker name, to be honest.
But I asked him who he was, and he said he's Williams.
No,
Daywalker
no
wouldn't
shot.
lie.
No shot that is Williams. So probably one of the Black Forest guys who's just trolling.
Ah, because there's a tournament to find out who's Williams or something, right? So maybe it's a
Yeah.
joke about that. So it's Andy, probably. But Andy doesn't hate Golden Swamp, no? He was like ranting at Golden Swamp after he lost the Golden Swamp game. Change to score into overlay? Yeah, sure. It's not like you will see it for more than 11 seconds more, but... Evil Daywalker twin, so Rage? Is Rage evil?
I don't think Rage would ever flame you for anything. So that's pretty
unlikely. He
unlikely.
wasn't flaming, he just said that the map is bad and blah, 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 after he lost.
But that's also not something that Rage would
do. Rage wouldn't do that. No, Rage was complaining about the tower stuff after I won the Golden Swamp game in Ragnarok. It said like Japanese would lose that if they don't get towers, which I completely disagree with. But we're on Marketplace, Goths against Saracens, Overtaken against AR12. And we have 7 barracks start for AR12. So, instant champions. That could get overrun, but he could only make knights or camels otherwise.
I feel like we're gonna see hand cannons, right? Like from what how AR12 was playing Teutons. I don't think that's the best idea ever. So let's see.
Those cards are coming out. Massive full scale, no champ switch from the Goths so far.
I think like champs, if it was like, I don't know, true favorite Cortical, like one of the best Russias, then I think AR12 would just die here, because champions are so bad at defending against us cards. But let's see.
They were just somewhat walled in, could be caught out. Oh no, it's walled in. Does look like AR12 is defending it really fine so far. That house is built though?
But also a pretty delayed rush, like.
And he's not making anything out of his ranges. God damn it, we want to know what you made them for.
That's a cliffhanger. It's a secret.
Can you spam something that rhymes with hand cannon so we get them, Rigny? Even though I still love the elf. Okay, no resolution. So far he's lost 6 villagers actually. He's losing some at the front because all the stuff is in the back. Might also lose that Siege Ranger. Even Goth CA would have been great here, I feel. Like, just like 5 CA for that hill.
No, I think if he just like has a really good rush, like he AR12 would be dead here. When the first Huskars came in, there was nothing defending most of it. He could have just killed most of it.
Are there forward buildings or anything from Overtaken to follow this up? No, it's making eco. Don't feel you want to play that long term as Goss, so.
Yeah, I don't feel like this is an eco matchup for Goss. Yeah, but 2 castles up. Some hand cans now out. That's our out. Yeah, I don't know. Doesn't seem like it's a good matchup now.
Nope. Yeah, and also no all in by Goss. I feel like you need a forward castle for more forward siege workshops.
Yeah.
And either control your house cards better, or I still think adding a few CA could have worked. But then I guess you obviously can make CA out of those ranges as well instead of hand cannons if AR realizes that there is a range. But you can't lack scouting info on Marketplace sometimes. Even though I sent the cards forward, I think. Now it's just a massive 200 pop army for Overtaken that he can't do anything with. We have 1 bombard cannon. And sending villagers around on the right side. Okay, raiding barracks coming up. It's a good move, but AR12 is already patrolling champions on the right side. And trying to trade there, so that could be intercepted.
Bit optimistic.
Is it just the starting cards? No, he's producing. And yeah, another time in this series we have 2 armies just watching each other from a distance, so it's very realistic
really
warfare.
Don't like to play aggressive, but it feels like neither of them.
But that's what armies historically did most of the time, staring at each other over a river or a mountain. Yeah, moving with each other along the line warfare somewhat.
Yeah, and there were small, weird-looking people that were pushing cannons around it and shooting with them. And Onagers were just walking around by themselves, so really realistic game here.
Yes, totally.
But now 12 BBC from
I mean, they could clear stuff there. Mamelukes coming out. The right side trying to clear the trade. TCing the trade! Let's go! Towering the trade is so 2020. Let's TC the trade. Castling the trade is 2019.
In what world does that TC make sense? Let's look at
it. It can garrison villagers and shoot!
And the AR12 lost all of its villagers in the meantime.
These bombard can Overtaken's micro is better, I think.
Maybe.
Now the Mamelukes.
I don't think
3
it was
Mamelukes to kill them all.
Him, really. And there's no army left, and 120 army for AR12 and 30 for Overtaken, and this eco. He invested a lot in eco, and he didn't make farms 20 farms with 90 villages, 100 villages. It should be more I don't know, 80 farms right now. If you have 100 villages, so
come on, it's minute 12. Give the guy a break. Yeah. He make the most beautiful pole farms that I've ever seen.
Okay, but then you don't invest in eco escopes.
Let's see, the TC is shooting at the trade. There's garrisoned villagers. They're shooting at the trade. I still don't understand why I make a TC for that. But
I don't think that was the plan. I can't. No, I don't believe that is the plan. I can't.
You want to make farming eco there?
I don't know.
What could we plan otherwise?
He saw that he needs more farms, and then he just built a TC with some idle villagers. I don't know. Makes more sense than build a TC there.
Has he scared that you're gonna cast his games now?
I don't know. You can cast my games and talk shit. I can cast my own games and talk shit.
I already did that, no? Did
I don't
talk
know.
shit? I don't remember.
You were really possessed about the few camels I wasted to get a bit more time to control the right side as well, which was a decent move in my opinion. But if it was a game to take map control, never mind.
It wasn't 40 farms now for Overtaken. I feel like disappointment just listening.
I get that from my father. Oh no, you know how I feel.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. My father's pretty proud of me, at least. So you talking shit to me most of the time, at least that's how it feels to me when we're co-casting. It doesn't really impact me because of that. Castle falling.
Both corner control now for AR12. Looking pretty good for him. 100 army, like 200 pop against 120. And I think Overtaken will think back to the first game and be really disappointed that he didn't win the game, because that was really possible in this set.
No, I mean he did it in the set against Hydra, right? Like maybe stamina. I don't know. The Civ picks just were the best for him in the first game, I think. And now he's wasting champions into that. And I mean, you have bomber cans with siege engineers against bomber cans without siege engineers, and nothing really else that Ghost can do. CA and Mamelukes, and there's the GG. AR12 wins it 3-0, but with like 1000% the amount of work that AR12 I think thought he had to do.
I don't know. If I am AR12, I am pretty scared of Overtaken.
Why is he Overtaken with you always? It's Overtaken. You overtake something. It's not a Taken. He doesn't produce himself in the stable?
Yeah, but he's from the Baltics. Like, they have a weird language.
Oh, okay.
No,
but it's an English word.
Probably it's English, yeah. Yeah, some casters were calling him Overtaken, so I started with that as well.
I'm pretty sure that's not an Estonian word, though.
No, it's not. But
congrats, AR12. So before Keller assumes more, did he make you work more than you thought or not? Waiting for the answer. Now I said before you talk more, so you can't fill my pauses. That is
I'm not going to talk now.
He thought you'd lose 1-2 games, maybe.
And after the draft? I think after the draft you should have thought that you don't lose a single game.
After the draft I thought it would be a quick 3-0. But game 1 was weird. I still don't know what army to make. I think
if he...
Please, Ken.
I think if he doesn't do Cav Archer, you do full Paladin and just try to overrun him. That worked for me when I played that matchup against Nilly and some other people. I think I played it once against Favorite or someone. Then full Paladin makes a lot of sense. And if he does... if he goes CA, then you do like Paladin SO or something like that. CA are really the unit that should make you worried there. Everything else dies to Paladin. But you need to play really aggressive, so I don't know if you want to play it like that.
I think AR doesn't want to play really aggressive from what we saw today.
Please never make hand Nick.
Ragnarok is pointing something very good out. We saw Teuton CA. That was a nice moment.
That's true, yeah.